Welcome everybody to the start of the first game today. MSGD takes on Spartans. MSGD with the ball in hand. Starting off with a couple of wides. 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗃 bowling for MSGD. That one is on the money. 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗃, fantastic striker with the bat. Seen him play a few big hits in the earlier matches. Be interesting to see what he does today when he comes out to bat later. As far as the bowling is concerned, 62 matches, 32 wickets, 8.5 is economy. So it's not the most regular bowler for MSGD. A change in tactics today from their captain. 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗃 and 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 opening the batting for SS. 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗃 off the mark. 𝗏000 runs in 54 matches for 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃. Some experience behind his shoulders. 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗃 with about 1200 runs, almost 1300 runs in his 126 matches. In the air, and that's a dropped opportunity at point. It should have been taken. That was lobbed in the air. It's not hit with too much power or venom. A straightforward catching opportunity that goes down. Not a great start for Microsoft. Virendra will be particularly upset with that. Had an opportunity there to add to his wickets tally. Not sure he gets too many chances to bowl with the new ball, but that was his first wicket taking opportunity. J&M is outside the off stump. By a call for a wide. Played back defensively towards mid-on. Just a single. J&M is outside the off stump again. Another play and miss. End of the first over. Score moves to 5 runs. Six. Looks like the score's gone up to 6. The delay in the scorecard getting updated. Oh, how close was that? One extra coat of paint on that stump, I would have gone flying to the wicketkeeper. Very, very lucky the batter to get away with that. Great start for the bowler. 𝗵𝗁𝗃𝗲𝗏, the new bowler, into the attack. Inside edge. First one going past the outside wedge. Second one just hitting the inside edge. Living dangerously 𝗬𝗃𝗃𝗏. Floated in the air, but that was offline. Umpire calls that a wide. Beautiful conditions for cricket. Just the perfect weather at the moment. Things will get warmer as the day progresses for sure. But at this moment, it's just very pleasant, very gentle. Oh, that was close. If he had missed it, he was right in front of the stumps. Luckily for him, he got some bat on that. It was mid-wicket for a single. It's nudged again towards mid-wicket. Tight run. No, I think they are comfortable there. Lot of dew on the ground early on in the morning. It's in the air, going over the fielder at mid-wicket. Just evaded him. Come back for 2 runs. It was a hoik across the leg side from 𝗬𝗃𝗃𝗏. Not in complete control of that. Remember SS winning the toss, choosing to bat first. They would want to capitalize on the dew on the ground early on, which means that they'll have to hit the ball out in the outfield a few times. Playing a miss outside the off-stump. Good take from the wicketkeeper that. The end of the second over. 5 runs conceded, 11 for none. Virendra is back into the attack. Extremely heavily packed field on the offside. Slip. Third man, gully point. Extra cover, mid-off. Oh, that's it to extra cover. What a good catch that is. Jersey number 10 dives down, collects it inches off the surface. Beautiful catch. So 𝗏𝗏 is dismissed, courtesy that brilliant catch. 𝗃𝗏, after having bowled that last over, picks that inches off the surface to dismiss 𝗏𝗏. Great catch, makes up for the first one that was dropped in the first over. Take a look at the replay. See, not in great control there, drove that. Driven in the air. There goes the ball, but number 10, Pawan, just dives down and swoops it inches off the surface. Beautiful catch. 𝗬𝗙𝗃 Sharif, the new batter, out in the middle. 127 matches for 2,900 runs. Very good strike rate of 140 and average of 31. Beautifully played, threaded a needle there on the offside. 3 fielders running behind it. One of them flips. And 𝗬𝗙𝗃 starts his innings with a couple. Very good looking shot that from 𝗬𝗙𝗃. Oh, he's let that one go, I think. The keeper has also missed that. Fielder in the deep. Tries really hard to stop that. Not sure if he's managed to do that. Bye signal, 4 byes. The batsman let it go, so did the keeper. Almost tricking the keeper there, the batter. Keeper not expecting that ball to come back. Signaling there that that kept low. Let's take a look at the replay just to check what happened there. Back to live action. Played on the leg side. Almost played it a little bit too early, 𝗬𝗙𝗃. That should have been hit actually, because that was heading down the leg. Also had the time to hit that. Inside edge. Wanted to steal the single there, but 𝗬𝗙𝗃 saying no. Last ball of the third over coming up. Another short one on the leg side. This time the batsman capitalizes. The first confident stroke has put away to the boundary. 22 for 1 at the end of 3 overs. Virender had bowled a good over until that point. But 11 runs coming in from that over in the end. Remember, there were 4 byes conceded as well. So Uday now batting on 9 of 10 and Sharif 𝗬𝗙𝗃 batting on 3 of 3. Change in bowling. Dinesh comes into the attack. 365 matches, 447 wickets. So stellar performer for MSGD. Best of 6 for 26, economy of under 7. Phenomenal stats, the T20 circuit. Slow left arm orthodox. Inside edge from Imtiaz, but I think that went into no man's land, so happy to steal a single there. Oh, that was slow, loopy, way outside the leg stump. Should have been hit, but 𝗙𝗃𝗃 missing out. Got struck on the pad, but like I said, that had pitched a long way outside the leg stump. Good adjustment there from the fielder. That was a bad bounce. He got behind the line of that one and protected that one from going through. Looks like that's Virender. No, it's not. Hit that through mid-wicket. Pierces the gap between the two fielders. Ball is racing through. A good over until that point. Just 1 run conceded of 4 balls, but that boundary brings up 27 for 1 now of 3.5. See, fielders trying to do a lot of work on the ball to make sure that it isn't wet. You can't help it early on in the day. There's dew on the surface. That is the reason that SS have chosen to elect to bat. Inside half of the bat again. Just played back to the bowler. The end of the first over from Dinesh. He's gone for 5 runs. 27 for 1 at the end of 4. Very new to bowling, at least for this team. 7 matches, 6 wickets so far in his career. Economy of almost 9 runs and over. It's not a lot to talk about. He's going to bowl right arm over the wicket. Starts off with a short of length ball towards the off stump. Imtiaz punches that towards point. Steal a single. He's launched into that. What a good shot that is. Huge, huge 6. Must have had at least 80-85 meters on that. Immense power from 𝗙𝗃𝗃. Launches that over the long on mid-wicket area. The first 6 of the match. Courtesy that brilliant stroke, Naman welcomed into the attack. So launches into another one, but this time hits straight to the fielder, who makes a meal of that. 4-run signal by the umpire. Let's take a look at the replay to find out what happened there. That was hit straight to the fielder. Just bounced short of him, and he was not able to adjust to that bounce. So the ball bursting through his hands, going away for 4. A little bit of that in-between region, that ball. The fielder unable to decide if he should stop it or try to catch it. So very good over this for SS now. 11 runs of 3 balls. Let's make that 12 of 4. 𝗬𝗃𝗃 now getting a move on to his innings, 23 of 16. Imtiaz batting on 5 of 6. Another short one from Naman. Fielder at point, stops it. Oh, that would have been close if it had hit. I don't think the keeper had a chance to collect that. But if that had hit the stumps on the full, 𝗬𝗃𝗃 may have found himself in trouble. It's good batting by Imtiaz, by the way. He's come in, managed to rotate the strike, keep the scoreboard ticking. You can see the positivity that brings to 𝗬𝗃𝗃 as well. That's a full toss. Gets the outside edge. The ball is racing away towards the third man region. Boundary signal. No ball called by the umpire as well. A full toss definitely, but above the waist height. For 5 runs plus the free hit. Things not going well for MSGD and Naman specifically, who have now conceded 17 runs. With that in the air, goes over the fielder at mid-wicket, who runs around, but can't stop that. So that's another boundary. Fantastic batting from 𝗬𝗃𝗃. Takes full toll of anything loose. 22 runs coming off that over. 𝗬𝗃𝗃 have rollicked on to 32 of just 19 balls. Imtiaz batting on 6 of 7. And Naman bowling an over that he would like to forget very quickly. Pawan comes back into the attack after having taken that brilliant catch. Beaten outside the off stump. That one kept a little bit low. Again, keeping low, almost stuck into the pitch, that one. Imtiaz not able to time it well. Gets that one to come back in. That's poor from the fielder there. Thinks that Dinesh, really poor, conceded the single. Just kicked it away with his feet, conceding that single. Very well bowled again by Pawan, keeping things tight, not giving the batsman anything to work with. Beautifully hit, but well fielded as well at covers. Just 1 run conceded so far this over. It's been a good tight over from Pawan. Exactly the kind of over they needed after that 22-run over from Naman. He's launched into that. That's going towards mid-wicket. Well over the fielder. So 6 beautiful runs again for 𝗬𝗃𝗃. What a good knock this is for his team. Now batting on 38 of 22 balls. The end of 6 overs. Rather 7 overs. Six overs gone, 56 for 1. 𝗬𝗃𝗃 38 of 22 and Imtiaz 6 of 10. So the power play comes to an end. It's the kind of score that I think the bowling team will be disappointed with. 9.33 runs conceded in over. Courtesy that big over from Naman, went for 22. Starts off with a single towards cover. Launched into that, going towards mid-wicket, fielder running. But does a good job in the end. Managed to keep that down to 2. Not a lot of timing on that one from 𝗬𝗃𝗃. It's now into the 40s. Hit towards the long off region. Fielded as well to get to that. Keeps it down to a single. Punched off the back foot. Straight to the fielder at cover. No run on offer there. Well bowled, well played as well by Imtiaz. Just needs to get a move on a little bit, Imtiaz. I think he's been struggling to get the strike rotating last few overs, especially when 𝗬𝗃𝗃 is going so well on the other end. Batting on 7 of 13, needs to just find a way to get some singles. Just as I say that, he gets the gift of a ball. It's a dream ball to get. Short, way down the leg side. Definitely would have been wide if he had chosen not to hit that. But 𝗵𝗵 just helps it on its way and gets 4 bonus runs really. End of 7 overs, 64 for 1. 𝗵𝗵 moves on to 11 of 14 and 𝗬𝗃𝗃 is on 41 of 24. Overs. MSGD not looked in great form today. Seem to be struggling, especially with the bowling options. Trying a few bowlers that wouldn't normally be bowling for them at this time. Naman has bowled an over already, gone for 22 runs. Starts off with a short ball. Luckily for MSGD, that's hit straight to the fielder at mid-wicket. Rohit Lalwani into the attack, 157 matches, 148 wickets for Rohit. Launched into that, way over mid-wicket. What a big shot that is. Beautifully hit. That ball is still travelling. So 𝗬𝗃𝗃𝗃 in full flow now, 47 of 26. Fielder needed to catch a flight to get that ball. That was dispatched to another country. '70 for 1, 7.2 overs. Got to move on now. SS Spartans have got a huge move on to their scoring rate. Because 𝗬𝗃𝗃 now looks like $100 million, 47 of 26. Rohit Lalwani, 6 of his second ball. Let's see what he can do to come back. He can't come back because that's a full toss that's been dispatched again. Just one bounce over the boundary, 50 up for 𝗬𝗃𝗃. What a good innings this has been from him. Didn't look very good when he was starting, but he's kept his cool, took the singles when he needed to, shown positive intent, and now is capitalizing. So poor ball from Rohit, and 𝗬𝗃𝗃 making sure that he capitalizes on that one. He may just be a little disappointed that that was not hit for 6. Outside half of the bat, going towards gully. No run on offer there. Off the back foot, punch towards long off. Just a single. Oh, wonderfully bowled by Rohit. Flighted it, just beat the batsman outside the off stump. It's a good way for him to end the over. '75 for 1 at the end of 8 overs. Dinesh comes back into the attack, starts with a floated one outside the off stump that's hit to covers. Happy with a single. It's a full toss that's hit well. 𝗵𝗶𝗴𝗃, but just a single towards mid wicket. That was short, but punched off the back foot, not timed very well by Uday. Gets a single towards mid wicket. Well bowled, really well bowled by Dinesh. Foxing 𝗵𝗶𝗴𝗃 there. That one's in the air, going towards the fielder at long on, who holds on to that, and 𝗵𝗶𝗴𝗃's vigil comes to an end. Just couldn't get going today. Dinesh will be really happy, finally managed to pick up a wicket. So really good over for MSGD. 3 runs conceded and a wicket picked. Last ball of the over still to come. But 𝗵𝗶𝗴𝗃 is sent packing. Gone for 12 runs of 18 balls. Could not make the most of this innings, 𝗵𝗶𝗴𝗃. So well judged catch by Himanshu in the deep. 78 for 2. Madhusudan Reddy, the new batter out there. 41 matches for 1,000 runs. Average of 29, strike rate 118. Start for the wide down the leg side, Dinesh. Looks very casual, Madhusudan. Look at him, looks like he is having a stroll at the beach. Well hit. Looks like even all hands kind of a player. Times it well, just gets a single. The end of the 9th over, 79 for 2. 80 for 2, the end of 9 overs. Naman back into the attack from over the wicket. He'll be bowling to Madhusudan. Start for with a short one down the leg side. Keeper misses. Ball is racing away to the boundary. Stops on its own. They come back for 2 runs, so there'll be 3 bonus runs. This is poor from both Naman and the wicketkeeper. Firstly, a bad ball. Secondly, that bad piece of wicket keeping that should have been collected. It was good bounce on that one. Just a little lazy there from the wicketkeeper. Full toss, not timed at all towards covers. 2 fielders converge, but the ball lands just in between. Lucky Madhusudan gets a single. The short one that fit powerfully towards mid wicket. Just a single. Hit in the air once again. I think that's going to land in no man's land. Come back for the second one. Hit again in the air. This time, fielder at mid wicket runs back. Madhusudan have a knack of finding the gap when he hits it in the air. Has mistimed about 3 or 4 strokes already, but he's been lucky to get away with those every single time. Wide call by the umpire. Score now into the 90s, 90 for 2. Hit that towards mid wicket once again. Just a single. Inside edge. Back to Naman. Nothing he can do to stop the single. So the end of the 10th over. 92 for 2. Himanshu into the attack now. Be bowling to 𝗃𝗃𝗃. First 10 overs, 92 for 2. Spartans definitely the happier of the two sides at the moment. Starts off with a short ball that's hit towards mid-wicket. Travels flat, couple of bounces, straight to the fielder, just a single. For a change in field there, Himanshu asking the fielder at gully to move a little finer. Fielder at square leg also being asked to move. Coming inside the circle looks like. In fact, both fielders being called a few yards inside, mid-wicket and square leg. Maybe that's because Madhusudan have managed to top edge a few. It's straight to covers, he runs through. Oh, he was a goner. If that had hit, would have had to run all the way back to the pavilion, Madhusudan. Inside edge, lucky for 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Ball lands back towards his boots. Short ball hit over the fielder at cover, racing towards the boundary rope. Beautiful shot. 4 more runs for 𝗃𝗃𝗃. Took his time and played a beautiful stroke through the line of the ball over the fielder at cover. '98 the score has moved on to. 98 for 2. Short ball moves across, hits that fielder at mid-wicket, fumbles. Should have been a dot ball. 99 for 2 with that. Last ball of the 11th over coming up. Hit that in the air, going towards the fielder at long on. Dropped it, he's put down a goober. Madhusudan can't believe his luck. 100 up for Spartans. Hard to believe that that was dropped. That was hit straight to the fielder at long on. He did not need to move a muscle. Just going through his hands. '100 up for Spartans. The end of the 11th over. Just a tad bit, about 9 runs in over the current run rate. Interesting piece of cricket that. Samrat Singh comes into the attack, starts off with a wide. The wicketkeeper tries to throw the stumps down, instead concedes an extra bye. So 2 wides conceded there of the first ball. That's also poor down the legs. 𝗃𝗃𝗃 wanted to hit that perhaps a little bit wider of that fielder. Lucky there from Samrat to get away with that. Just a single. Another one that floated down the leg side. Samrat has just lost his line. Looks like he's bowling to a left-hander. Now a change of sides. Moves to around the wicket. Let's see if that makes a difference. He's going to bowl diagonal. There's another change in field. The short third man moves towards the short fine leg position. I think that's good from the captain or the wicket keeper, giving him some protection on the leg side. Top edge. The fielder at square leg has dropped that again. Not sure if that's a no ball or not. The umpires wanted to verify. But that will be a free hit. It's been a poor over from Samrat so far. Launched into that. Fielder at mid wicket, long on. Just a single. With that in the air, once again goes past the fielder at mid wicket. Beats him to the boundary. With wonderful batting. Both Madhusudan and Uday managing to find the gaps with perfection. 111 for 3 for 2, 11.3 overs. Inside edge, that's enough to send the ball past the fielder at short fine leg. 4 more runs. So phenomenal from Uday moves to 68 of 40. Not sure he intended to hit it there, but he got the result that he was hoping for. The last ball of the 12th over coming up. Extremely expensive over, 16 runs already. Launched into that, but straight to mid wicket. Just a single. The end of the 12th over, 117 for 2. Himanshu comes back into the attack, starts with an inside edge. Single for Uday. Outside edge that time, going towards cover point, run through for a single. And he's bowled him. Slow one. Uday wanted to go hard, but that was a tired shot from him. can understand that he's been batting for quite a while. 43 balls he played for a beautiful knock of 70. He's taken his team to a very good score, 119 for 3 of 12.3. Now goes back, with his head held up high. He's batted really well, getting a warm applause from his team. Himanshu finally picks up a wicket. Should have had one last ball of his previous over. The catch dropped at long on. But this time he depends only on himself to pick up the wicket. Plays that back to Himanshu. Hemant, the new batter out there, 85 matches, 2,000 runs, average of 30, strike rate of 166, so really big hitter. Starts off with a single towards the leg side. Beaten him there. Madhusudan had no idea what was happening with that ball. A very good over from Himanshu comes to an end. Just conceded 3 runs and picked up a wicket in that over. Nudge that towards the leg side. Fine leg fielder, fumbles, concedes the single. Naveen, the bowler into the attack, bowling his first over. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Interesting piece of bowling that was flighted way high. But Madhusudan wanted to hit that a little bit too hard, not getting any timing on that. Misses, goes back to the keeper. Another one that flighted in the air and he's bowled him. That almost looked comical. Poor shot there from Madhusudan. Advanced down the pitch. Not able to judge the flight. Well, threw his shot a little bit too early. The ball just going under the bat and into the stumps. So Madhusudan's vigil comes to an end. 16 of 13. 14 rather. And Naveen picks up a wicket in his first over. Interesting time this in the game. 2 new batters out in the middle for Spartans. SS. See the smile on Naveen's face there. He can't believe that he's picked up a wicket bowling those lollipops. But sometimes it's the simple things that gives you the reward when you do them right. 121 for 4. 𝗵𝗔, the new batter out there, 120 matches, 2400 runs, 24 average, 117 a strike rate. So both pretty accomplished batsmen out there in the middle. 𝗵𝗔 and Hemant. Oh, that was risky. Got on his feet, swept that towards short fine leg just for a single. If he had missed that, he would have been right in front of his stumps. Sweeping off the stumps is always dangerous. It's good field placement as well. They've recently got that fielder there from the offside. I think it's an important position. The short ball that fits straight to the fielder at mid-off. Going to run through? Yes, they do. In fact, the fielder misses and the ball goes through his arms all the way to the boundary rope. Really poor from MSGD. It's been the story of the day for them. Had a few good moments, but largely been very poor in the field. Nothing behind the line of the ball there. The ball just going through his arms and all the way to the boundary rope. The 14 overs gone, 126 for 4. 𝗵𝗔's just come out in the middle, 1 of 2. Hemant has joined him, 6 of 4. Ramesh will be the new bowler for Microsoft. Interesting, they're not bringing Himanshu back. He's bowled just 2 overs, so he does have 2 more left in his kitty. The captain thinking maybe to bring him the switch of ends. Change in field again. So the short fine leg moves towards short third man. I think there was an inside edge there, but not carrying to the keeper. Beautifully played, beats the fielder at cover. The ball is racing away to the boundary rope. The fielder at deep cover point runs around, keeps it down to 2. Two runs for the first 2 balls. Play and a miss outside the off stump. Good from Ramesh. Bowling to a particular line that always helps the captain set a field. Just bowl one line. There again, you can see that just keeping it around the off stump, forcing the batsman to open the face of the bat towards short third man, feeding a single. With that in the air, it's going towards long on. Well over his head, 6 runs. That was good over until that point for the bowling team. The batsman just wanted to make sure that he capitalizes on anything within his half. Hit through the line of the ball, took a risk there. High risk, high reward. Inside half of the bat again, just a single towards covers. The end of the over, 136 for 4 of 15. Playing a miss outside the off stump. Naveen comes back to bowl his second over. Successful first over for him, where he picked up the wicket of Madhusudan. Punched that towards covers, happy with the single. The last 5 overs, the last quarter of the first innings underway. Interesting phase this in the game. It's very important that Spartans try and score about 50 to 60 runs. Microsoft, on the other hand, will try and keep them to under 40, which means they'll be chasing a target of around 180. Interesting piece of cricket that flighted, slow. Batsman had premeditated, chose to switch hit, got enough bat on it to beat the fielder at short third man. In fact, beat the fielder at point and got 4 runs for it. A good stroke. Don't see that kind of stroke too often. Really well played. See still some dew there on the ground. You see the bowlers trying to wipe the ball. Hit that beautifully straight to the fielder. What a good catch that is. Brilliantly caught by the fielder at short fine leg. The superb take. Stretched out his one hand and stuck. Can hear the claps in the ground because that was just a phenomenal piece of cricket. We just hope that we've caught that well on the replay. So Adi is looking really good, 8 of 8. Dismissed to a brilliant catch at short fine leg. Let's try and take a look at that at the replay. Not a great piece of bowling. It was going down the leg. Adi had connected well. Slow it down again and take another look. That was traveling. It was traveling at the rate of knots. The ball was almost behind him when he caught it. Great catch. Pawan again. Caught by Samrat. Samrat conceded a few runs in the first over, gone for 17, but he makes up courtesy that brilliant catch. So Naveen has picked up 2 wickets. Pushkar, the new batter out there, once again, very good stats. 102 matches, 2,200 runs, 25 his average, 130 his strike rate. Last ball of the over. Once again, well bowled, putting it on a length, flighting it. Once again, that's poor work from the wicketkeeper. Luckily for them, the batsman chose not to run. The end of the 16th, 143 for 5. Hit well towards the fielder at cover. It's on the bounce. Are they coming back for the second? Yes, they are. Wonderful running. That's a little poor by the fielder there in the deep. Fielded it well, but then took it casually, rolled it back to the bowler. The batsman recognized that and came back for the second. Once again, hitting it to the same fielder. They come back for the second. Not this time. Rohit Lalwani is back into the attack. Gone for 11 runs, I think, in the first over. Beautifully bowled. Just beats the batsman outside the off stump. Good wicket keeping there as well. Got the bails away in a flash, but the batsman did not lose his footing. Shot, hit in the air towards mid-wicket. The fielder takes a great catch, running in. So MSGD have finally managed to up the ante on the field. 2 good catches being taken in the last 2 to 3 overs. Rohit gets his first wicket and Pushkar is dismissed. Pushkar Pratap just going off 1 of 3. Pawan the catcher again, his second catch for the day. Running in, kept his composure. Good low catch taken at the mid-wicket fence. Appeal there, but the umpire says nothing doing. Beautifully bowled by Rohit. Squared up the batter there. New batter, Shiva. The end of the over. Over number 17. 146 for 6. So a very good comeback from MSGD late in the innings. At one point, it looked like Spartans were on their way to 200. They've managed to put the brakes on the scoring rate. Ever since 𝗀𝗏𝗃 has been dismissed, they've managed to cut down the scoring rate. Spartans now will be very happy if they can get the score past the 170 mark. Wide down the leg side to start. Samarth not have a good over last time. Went for 18 rather. Starts off with a wide again. Hit it straight to the fielder at mid-wicket who can't hold on to that. Fielder in the deep stops it. Will they come back for the second? Yes, they will. Another one that flighted, just goes past the fielder at mid-off. 4 good runs. Interesting choice of bowler there. Another one. Played beautifully inside half of the bat. Fielder at square leg stops that but managed to kick it over the boundary rope himself. That's really disappointing for the bowler and for MSGD that finally managed to get some control of the scoring rate But Samarth has bowled a poor over so far. In the air, hit straight towards mid-wicket. Ball bounces, goes over the boundary rope. No ball signal by the umpire. What could be worse for MSGD? Another one that hit beautifully over mid-wicket. Phenomenal batting this. The 200 is back on now for Spartans, courtesy this very, very poor over from Samarth. That one is played towards third man. At least a couple. Samarth has now gone for 41 runs of just 11 balls. This is really, really poor from him. Another one that's wide. The keeper is not able to collect that. The ball is racing away to the boundary. For 5 runs added. Just keeps getting worse for Samarth. 46 now. It's just 11 balls bowled. That's over 4 runs every ball. Wow. Beautifully played again. Just using the pace. Poor line from Samarth. Helping it on its way past the fielder at fine leg. Super expensive over that. So 179 on the board of just 18 overs. Well on their way to 200 now. Samarth conceding 50 runs. His half century comes up in just his 2 overs. Really, really poor choice of bowler there from the captain. Had a few options. Not sure why he chose to go with Samarth, who has bowled a really bad over first. Maybe there's something happening that we don't know about. Outside edge. 4 more runs. You just can't stop the scoring rate at the moment. Ramesh into the attack, concedes 4 runs of his first ball. He's bowled him. Just bowled it full, bowled it straight. Batsman misses. The middle stump is uprooted. Take a look at the replay. It's good bowling. You miss, I hit. Batsman missed. The bowler did not. And if he had missed the stumps there, he would likely have been stumped by the wicketkeeper. So 7 down now. 183 for 7 of 18.2. 10 balls left in this innings. Ramesh picks up his first wicket. Single towards mid wicket, that was tight. What a good hit that is. Goes over the cover fence for 6 runs. Beautiful batting this. Over mid wicket, another boundary. The hits just keep on coming. 194 for 7 now. One more ball to go this over. 220 perhaps on the cards. Big score coming up for Spartans. Hemant have already brought up a 50 of just 20 balls. 54 of 20. Phenomenal batting performance from Hemant. With it in the air, past the fielder at point, once again running over the boundary. Outstanding batting this from Hemant. Just found a way to keep scoring consistently. The end of the over, 198 on the board now. Starts off happy with a single because he wants to retain strike. 199 for 7. 5 balls left in this innings. How many more can he get? Pawan Chikala back into the attack. Hit that in the air, heading towards the fielder at long off. Keeps it down to 2. It's good running between the wickets there. My apologies to Pawan. Asking for a change in field there. Square leg comes into the circle. So mid-wicket long on, long off covers an extra cover over the 5 fielders outside the circle. Beautifully bowled by Pawan. Another play and a miss. Not happy with that. Hemant, he was hoping for a wide from the umpire, but the umpire says no. It was good. That one is hit powerfully towards long on. Will they come back for the second? Yes, they will. Phenomenal running between the wickets. Now, think he's failed to make his ground, Hemant. The umpire raises his finger for 200 up, but they lose their 8th wicket. Hemant is run out. Suicidally, you have to say that that's in the best interest of his team. Just wanted to come back on strike. Wonderful work from Pawan there, realizing that the batsman was short, so he relayed that throw back to the wicket-keeper, who was then able to destroy the stumps. Superb knock from Hemant comes to an end. Instrumental in getting his team to a score of over 200. Took a real liking to Samarth. The last ball of the innings coming up now. 202 for 8 already on the board. Inside half of the bat. I'll come back for the second for sure. Out. Umpire has raised his finger. Smart from the wicket-keeper there. For 2 runs, 204 for 8 is where the score will end. 204 for 9 in fact. For 2 run-outs to end the first innings. Phenomenal batting performance from Spartans. Uday ran first, 70 of 43. And then Hemant, a remarkable innings from him of 60. It gets his team over the 200 score. Some good performances as well for Microsoft, but really the matter of who did the bowling for them. I'm still unable to fathom why they made some of the decisions that they made today in their bowling. Samad Singh bowling 2 overs, going for 50. Naman bowling 2 overs, going for 34. Ramesh bowling 2 overs, going for 29. Naveen Corvi, one of the pick of the bowlers, just 2 overs, 13 runs for 2 wickets. Rohit Lalwani, 2 overs, 14 runs for 1 wicket. Himanshu, 2 overs, 11 runs for 1 wicket. And Virender, 2 overs, 13 runs for 1 wicket. Dinesh bowled pretty well as well, 3 overs, 18 for 1. So must have been a game, a decision where MSGD had decided up front that they'll do some experimentation with their bowling, which ended up conceding a few runs.
I ain't really with relaxing. On 20s in the pack,
Welcome back. The second innings between Spartans and MSGD is just about to get underway. 204 on the board for Spartans, MSGD chasing a target of 205 to win this. Starts off with a wide down the leg side, stretches the wicket-keeper, dive across, keeps it down to an additional run, so 2 wides to begin the innings. Pawan opening the batting with Himanshu, Bharadwaj with the ball in hand. Outside the off-stump, play and a miss, lucky to get away with that. 𝗵𝗁𝗃𝗃𝗲, 225 matches, 2,000 runs, average of 14, strike rate of 108. The non-striker, Himanshu, 423 matches, 11,300 runs, 31 his average. Fantastic stats for him. An appeal for caught behind. There was a noise. The umpire has raised his finger. So bad way to go, but a way to go that is. Down the leg side, caught by the keeper, dismissed for not. For 𝗵𝗁𝗃𝗃𝗲, disappointing day continues. My apologies again, that's 𝗵𝗁𝗃𝗃𝗲, not 𝗵𝗁𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗲. 𝗵𝗁𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗲. Seem to have got this name 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 in my mind from somewhere. 𝗵𝗁𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, dismissed for not. Caught by the wicketkeeper down the leg side, the most unfortunate way to go for a batter. We're coming back to the action. 2 for 1 of 2 balls. Great start for Spartans. Virendra, the new batsman out in the middle. 1,585 runs in 59 matches. Average 31, strike rate 141. Very, very good batting stats that. Let's see what Virendra is up to today. Gets a good one up front. Outside half of the bat. Runs across for a single. Good work by the fielder there at short third man. Very good wrists. Virendra reminds you a lot of 𝗬𝗶𝗆 Lakshman, the way that he bats. Brings Himanshu back on strike. The wicketkeeper now choosing to go the aggressive route, brings up the short third man into a slip position. Maybe a second or a third slip. Defended. Well bowled again. Very good bowling. Bharadwaj. It's been on the money. Was lucky with the wicket that he picked. If that should have been a wide down the leg side. The batsman just managed to chase that. Caught up to it. Got a fine tickle. The keeper managed to hold on as well. That was a lucky break for Bharadwaj. Just 4 runs conceded this over. Virendra gets the inside half of the bat, runs towards square leg, just a single. The end of the first over, 5 for 1. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 into the attack. Beautiful knock from him earlier today. 60 of the most beautiful runs that you would see. Really took a liking to Samarth in that batting innings. Now out with the ball. Starts off with a dot ball to Virendra. Really enjoy watching Virendra bat. Short ball, punch back to the bowler. It takes a little while to get used to the pace of the pitch. That's what made Hemant's innings so special, because kept going from ball 1. There again you can see a little bit too early into the stroke Virendra. Just a single towards mid wicket. Another short one. This time it sits well in front of square. Ball is racing between mid wicket and mid on. Manages to beat the fielder of the boundary. A slight misfield. 4 runs conceded. First boundary of the innings for MSGD. Goes for the big one, beats the fielder at mid wicket. The ball is racing towards the boundary. This time the fielder in the deep does remarkably well to stop it. The umpire will want to check whether or not that ball crossed the boundary. Now he looks satisfied with that fielding effort. Madhusudan looked like the fielder there. Short ball cut beautifully, wonderfully fielded at point. Phenomenal save that. 3 runs in his account. Wonderful piece of cricket. You see the fielder at covers running across to just applaud the effort. Superb work there. Saving 3 runs for his team. End of the second over. 13 for 1. Himanshu batting on 8 and Virendra batting on 3. Oh, that was interesting. Himanshu, thinking that ball was going down the leg, came back to hit him. Lucky he didn't do too much damage there. A little bit more bounce on that. That could have taken his elbow. Really lucky to get away with that, Himanshu. Full choff, hit back, past the bowler, beats the fielder at mid-off, beats the fielder at mid-on, all the way to the boundary. Beautiful stroke. It's the full face of the bat from Himanshu, gets him the full reward there. Not trying to overhit that one at all, just timed it. Once it beat the fielder at mid-off, there was just one way for that ball to go, and that was beyond the boundary rope. Looks like we've lost the ball to the side screen. Yeah, we found it eventually. Short ball on the leg stump. It's been hit towards square leg. Happy with the single. That brings Virendra back on strike. Spartans definitely look switched on in the field. Far more active, far more switched on as compared to what we saw earlier from MSGD. Already seen that phenomenal stop on the offside. This time Virendra nudges it towards the fielder at gully. Happy with the single. Punched it towards covers, no run on offer. Punch that inside edge towards mid wicket. Slight misfield there means that that'll be a comfortable single. End of the third over, 20 for 1. Virendra batting on 4 and Himanshu also batting on, Himanshu batting on 14 and Virendra batting on 4. Hemant comes back into the attack. Dot ball to start. Himanshu is on strike, 14 of 11. Hit it in the air, going towards the fielder at point. Just wide of that fielder. Bounces, they're happy with the single. May have been 2 on there. Inside edge, lucky to get away with that Virendra. Just a single towards short fine leg. Living dangerously at the moment, Virendra. Hemant's good day continues. Was bowled wide. Umpire stretches his arms, calls that a wide. Played that towards point. Again, happy with the single. Very lucky again, Virendra. Did not bounce to his expectation, that one. Just narrowly going over the stumps. Good job by the wicketkeeper again to stop that one from going through. The end of the over. Score moves on to 24 for 1 of 4 overs. Punch towards covers. Just a single. So MSGD not starting too well. 24 for 1. Going at a run rate of 6. Chasing a run rate of over 10 runs and over from the start of this game. Rather from the start of this innings. Falling behind now. Dot ball. Punch towards mid-off for a single. Hit that one in the air, Himanshu. Going over the fielder at mid-on. All the way for 6. Very good stroke. The first one of the innings. MSGD will hope the first of many to come. Cut towards point, tight run. Managed to finish that comfortably in the end. The end of the over. Scores moved on to 33. 9 runs coming off that over. Virendra batting on 6 and Himanshu on 24. And bowling from Spartans. Managed to keep a lid on the scoring rate. Also managed to pick up an early wicket. Last over of the power play about to come up now. Looks like it's going to be Hemant to finish his spell. No, in fact, bowl his third over. Hit that in the air towards long on. Happy with a single. Playing a miss outside the off stump. That was close. Virendra is living dangerously today. He's not found any timing today with the bat. Again, going for the big one. No bat on that. Once again, getting the ball to bounce, come back in. Virendra not able to get behind that. Hit that one hard, going towards long on. Not sure if that's gone on the full. Yes, the umpire confirms that that goes over the boundary rope. So much needed boundary there for Virendra. He needed that release shot and he gets 6 runs. Short ball, launched into it. Almost muscled his way over long on and mid wicket. Outside edge that goes over the fielder at point. The ball is racing away. Will it stop? Looks like it will. Come back for 2 runs. The end of over number 6. Score moves to 42 for 1. Virendra batting on 14 now of 16 and Himanshu on 25. Imtiaz, the new bowler into the attack, starts off with the dot ball outside the off stump. Change in field, short fine leg moves towards short third man, so Imtiaz feels a little bit confident about his bowling lines. Wide on the off side. It flicked off his pad, straight to mid-wicket though, just a single. This time hit in the air, straight to the fielder at cover. Drops that catch. Think that's Hemant again. Not sure, maybe Hemant or Uday Kiran. Just mistimed his jump. Just went with one hand instead of two. Just a single in the end. So Spartans get their first blemish in the field. And that follows another one. That was an outside edge. The keeper was not able to hold on to that. Did manage to get a glove on that. Parried it to the fielder at short third man. But I think he will be disappointed. Would have hoped to have caught that. Take a look at the replay quickly. Definite outside edge, definite catching opportunity there. So 2 catches in 2 balls, both batsmen getting a life. Imtiaz will feel let down by his fielders. Not every day that you create 2 opportunities in 2 balls. That's at number 3. Now just bounces short of the fielder at short cover. Imtiaz can't believe his luck. The end of over number 7, 46 for 1. Played that towards mid-wicket. Just a single. Himanshu is batting well. Got into 28 of 24. Virendra, 15 of 17. It's been a good partnership for MSGD, but they need to get a move on with their scoring rate. George Anand is into the attack. Shot down the leg. Virendra helps it on its way over the boundary at fine leg. What a good shot that is from Virendra. Making sure to put away the bad balls. 2 sixes now, both of pull shot for Virendra. Once again, nudged off his pads. Beautifully played. Will he come back for the second? No, he decides against it. Perhaps a good decision there from Virendra. Another one that's short, another one that's pulled. Himanshu this time gets into the act and dispatches the bowler over the mid-wicket fence for another 6. Stiff the over, that will switch the momentum back to MSGD. Struggled with the scoring rate for a large period today. Last couple of overs seems like they've found their bearing. 60 for 1 now of 7.4. Himanshu 34. Another short one outside the off stump this time. Played to point. Send the batsman back very quickly. Good call that from Himanshu. Punch towards covers. Once again, dot. The end of the over. 8 overs gone. 60 for 1. 7.5 runs an over at the current moment. Ravi into the attack. Starts off with a dot ball to Virendra. Played that towards point for a single. Brings Himanshu back on strike. Beautifully played by Virendra. Rather Himanshu. Beats the fielder at square leg. Gets 4 runs for it. Poor work from the fielder there. Not sure whether to attack or to defend. In the end, a half-committed effort. Concede 4 runs on the boundary rope. So Himanshu continues to gather momentum into his batting innings. 38 of 28 now. Full toss. Hit past point. The ball is racing towards the boundary. Another one. Back-to-back boundaries. So this is really good phase of cricket for MSGD the last 2 to 3 overs. Appeal therefore caught behind. Umpire says no, perhaps flicking the pad on its way. Another one that shot down the leg side, helped on its way. Fielder in the deep does remarkably well to stop that. Brilliant fielding this. After having conceded the boundary on the last occasion, this time the fielder at square leg does very well to keep that down to 2 runs. Hit that towards mid wicket. Will he come back for the second? Yes, he does. So some injection of momentum and urgency here in the inning for MSGD. Hit that one in the air. Just a bounce and over the boundary rope. So Hemant just 2 runs away from his half century. 48. Another one that's helped on its way. Fielder at square leg gathers, but no, he can't stop that. 50 up for Himanshu with that stroke. It's been a very good batting innings from Himanshu. He's put every bat ball away. 54 of just 33, 5 fours, 3 sixes so far in his innings. And MSGD will hope that he can continue for a long time, because they are still a long, long way away from the target of 205. With that one towards mid-off, just a single. That's a wide ball down the leg side. The ball is racing towards the boundary rope. The fielder at fine leg can't stop that from going through for 5 bonus runs. Very important boundary this for MSGD, considering where the innings is at the moment. Just closing towards the 10th over mark. Wicketkeeper, they're not happy at all with the bowler. Really, the bowler can also turn back and say to the keeper, you should have stopped that. You see the double teapot signaling to the bowler, he's not happy with that. 90 for 1, 9.5. Pretty much going exactly the way that it went in the first innings. I think 92 was the score at the end of the 10 overs. Reached 90 now. The end of the 10th over, 91 for 2. Just 1 run behind where Spartans were at the end of the 10th over. Very interesting game of cricket developing now. Can go either way depending on whether or not this partnership is able to continue over the next 4 to 5 overs. Himanshu batting very well, 56 of 34. And Virendra providing good support, 27 of 24. MSGD still need 114 runs in 60 balls to win this game. It is a tough ask. Whether or not they'll be able to get that, we'll find out when we return to the action in about 5 minutes' time. Meantime, we hope that you're enjoying these pictures presented to you courtesy Team MVL. This is Idris on behalf of Team MVL, going into a break. Welcome back. 10 overs into the game. 91 for 1, the score for MSGD, chasing a target of 205. Driven towards long off by Himanshu and the single. short, down the leg. Virendra trying to hit that too hard, just not getting any timing on that. That's a full choff on the leg side that helps on its way. Not sure if that bounced. Yes, it did. Umpire's confident signals for boundary. The second half of this innings gets going. Beautifully hammered. Fielder in the deep can't do anything to stop that. 4 more runs. Another one that fit in the air, going towards the fielder in the deep at cover. Just short of that fielder. Virendra is happy with a single. Outside edge, umpire signals a no ball immediately. It was full toss over waist height. Goes to third man. Free hit will follow. It's been a good start to the second innings. Second half of the second innings rather. Umpire wants to validate whether or not that was a no ball. Definitely a no ball. Well over waist height. So free hit will follow. 104 for 1. 11.1 overs. What a good shot that is. On the offside, running quickly. Fielder can't stop that. 4 more runs. Hit powerfully again towards the right of the fielder this time. He came back and stopped that. That's good work by the fielder in the deep. Virendra has hit that straight down. The fielder in the deep, not able to adjust to the bounce of that one, concedes another boundary. You can see the bowler is really upset and distraught. Wide down the leg side. Well done by the wicketkeeper on that occasion. That was really wide. Score is rollicking along now. 114 for 1. Played that towards point. Just a single. Hit it in the air, just on the bounce to the fielder at long off. A tail of a leg before, umpire says no pretty quickly. Wide on the offside. Hit that in the air, that's going long. And it's caught. No, he has his leg beyond the boundary rope for that 6 runs. That's that Lagan moment for you. He held on to that catch, but a foot just went beyond the boundary rope. The bowler can't believe it. A game of surprises, a game of delights cricket. You can see the bowler getting really upset. You have to understand, nobody does that on purpose. See there, he caught that ball, just moved one step back. Phenomenal. What a good shot that is on the offside. Fielder runs around, stops that, but can't stop the second. Wonderfully hit shot. Just beyond the fielder at point. Beautiful batting this from Himanshu. In complete control. He got that life earlier in the over when he was caught at long on. The fielder just managed to go beyond the boundary rope, and now Himanshu taking full toll. $129 for 1 now, 12.5. In the air, launched again, going towards long on. Just over the fielder's head, 6 more runs. Fantastic over this for the batting team. You can see 𝗍𝗃𝗃 is distraught. He's upset. He still can't look at that fielder there who dropped that catch. Look at him go after him. Wow. Incredible game cricket is. Really, nobody does a misfield or drops a catch on purpose, but that is really inexcusable. And he caught that. He was well inside the rope, just took a couple of steps back, which took him beyond the boundary rope. And now looks like he has to come back to bowl. $135 for 1 of 13 overs. A great start again. Short down the leg side. And Virendra helps it on its way over the square leg region for another 6. 𝗍𝗃𝗃 is absolutely distraught. Still showing his frustration outside the boundary rope. You can't help it. You have to move on in the game of cricket. 64 runs now needed of 41 balls. That powerfully down towards long off. Just a single. 50 up for Virendra as well. That stroke, brilliant batting from him. 50 of 35. He's played second fiddle to Himanshu. But really, he's also upped his scoring rate in the last 5 to 10 balls that he's played. What a wonderful partnership this has been for MSGD. Remember, they lost the first wicket pretty early. Virendra was out there pretty early on. He's provided some good support to Himanshu. Punched off the back foot towards mid-wicket, travelling quickly. Fielder is able to stop that. Can't stop the second run. 144 for 1 now. 13.3, 39 balls left in this innings. 61 runs to get off those 39 balls. Chip back. It's a good piece of bowling. Fortunately for the fielding team, that landed in the gap. Nobody there at short mid-on. You can see the body language of the fielders. They're getting a little dicey now. Spartans, they felt that they were ahead for a large part of this match. But just that one drop catch made such a huge difference. In fact, not a drop catch, but a catch that was taken. The fielder just had ended up going beyond the boundary. Ravi was the fielder at that occasion, now has the ball in hand. The last ball of the 14th over coming up, 146 for 1. Tried to play a big stroke, inside half of the bat, goes to mid-wicket. I think he'll be happy with a single. 14 gone, 147 for 1. 58 runs needed of 36 balls. This match in the balance. In fact, I must say MSGD now have the upper hand with 9 wickets left. Play a miss outside the off stump. Inside edge. That's enough to beat the fielder at short fine leg. The ball is racing away. So hit it in the air, over the fielder at long off, all the way for 6. Phenomenal batting there from Himanshu. He's taking them to the cleaners. Himanshu now on 94 of 50 balls. Just one hit away from what would be a beautifully remarkable century for MSGD. He goes for it. Does he find the gap on the leg side? No, he doesn't. Fielder at square leg runs around, keeps it down to 2. Couple of bounces towards mid wicket, just a single. Hits that straight towards long off. Bounce, and once again, that's poorly fielded there. Ravi again the culprit on that occasion. And that will mean the end of the day for Ravi because he's been sent off. That's really disappointing. I think they've brought the substitute fielder on. 5 overs left in the game, 41 runs needed. Horrible phase of the game for Ravi, last 2 to 3 overs. Adi making the decision to send Ravi away. Anyway, let's come back to the action. 41 runs needed of 30 balls. Himanshu, 97. And he defends that back to the bowler. Anti-climax as they call it. Bharadwaj back into the attack. Just need some sensible cricket now, MSGD. They don't need to take any risks. They have this game well under control. So just keep taking runner ball with the occasional boundary. They'll have this game in their kitty. So much about composure and temperament at times like this. Well done by Adi on that occasion at long off. That ball was travelling quickly. Full toss, hit beautifully by Virendra. What a shot that is. Just one bounce and over the boundary in the covers region. Fantastic stroke. You can see the body language of the Spartan fielders, shoulders folded, hands on their waists from a few of them. The wicket keeper, the captain at long off, both of them, you can see their fielding posture at the moment. Also, you can see a few fielders who have their shrugging elbows, folded hands. Never a good sign on the fielding team. Adi checking whether he wants to have another fielder back there in the covers region. The bowler obliges. 𝗙𝗃𝗃, I think, will go back, which will mean another fielder will need to come in. Red deep cover comes in. Deep extra cover comes in and deep cover goes back. Short ball on the leg side. He managed to beat the fielder at square leg. Yes, he has. Another goober there on the field. A captain having a word with the bowler. Can't believe what the fielder has done there. This is what pressure can do to you in tight moments. The game goes away from you so quickly. Just 32 runs more needed now. 32 of 26, just 6 runs the difference. That's one stroke. There you go, he's hit that straight in the air. Adi runs around, keeps it down to a single. Wonderfully fielded. Slightly slower fielder there would have meant another boundary. Adi's done remarkably to stop that. 31 needed of 25 now. Chipped in the air towards Adi again. Getting himself in the firing line, Adi. Just a single, the end of the over. 30 needed of 24. This game in the balance. Have to say MSGD now have the upper hand. It's been an interesting finish to the game. I hope that you're enjoying the pictures brought to you by Team MVL. Vidrif in the commentary box for you. Phenomenal game we've witnessed. The change it's been last few overs. It all started when Himanshu was caught on the boundary. The fielder just ended up crossing the boundary rope. From there, it's just been one-way traffic. We've seen a lot of fielding efforts go bad. That brings Ravi back into the field. Yes, Ravi is back on the field now. Maybe just needed a break for a little while. Hemant is going out, Ravi comes in. In fact, Hemant stays back. There's somebody else who goes out. Not sure who that fielder is. The fielder at deep cover has moved out of the playing area. Jack. He's bowling to Himanshu, who's batting on 99 of 55. Phenomenal performance this from Himanshu. Whether or not he makes it to the 100 mark, he's played a remarkable innings for Microsoft. Cut powerfully. Ball is travelling very, very quickly. The fielder can't get to that. 4 runs. The 100 comes up for Himanshu. 103 of just 56 balls. What a knock this is. Raises his bat. Raises his arms. Jersey number 10. 100 runs to go with that. 10 𝗙𝗃𝗃 100. In fact, he's got better than that because it's on 103 now. Go for it again. Hits it powerfully on the bounce to the fielder in the deep. Just a single. It's 25 25 needed now of 22 balls. Another one that's beautifully hit by Virendra. That's his go-to area. Every time he looks to score, he just clears his front leg and launches the ball over the cover region. I've thought that the fielding team would have identified that and have had a fielder in the deep. Not on that occasion. Virendra hit that with perfection, couple of bounces and over the boundary rope. Hit it in the air, straight to Ravi, who holds on to it. A good catch taken by Ravi. Didn't seem in complete control. And luckily for him, this time inside the boundary rope. Took a couple of steps in, caught that well. Virendra, what a beautiful knock he's played for his team. 68 of 42 balls. Phenomenal batting performance from him. Also picked up a wicket in his second over of the day. So very good all-round performance from Virendra. His day comes to an end. Are there more surprises left today in the game for us? Or is this battle too difficult now to climb? A mountain too difficult to surpass for the Spartans? We'll find out. Just about 3.5 overs left in the game. Rohit Lalwani, the new batter out in the middle, left-hander. So that presents a new set of challenges to the bowling team. Right and left combination, never easy. Rohit Lalwani, fantastic batter for Microsoft. Seen him play match-winning knocks in the past. Today all he needs to do is give the strike to Himanshu for as long as he can. Just 20 runs needed now of 19 balls to win this game. 8 wickets in hand. Beautifully played again, straight to the fielder in the deep, just a single. The end of the 17th, 19 needed of 3 overs. Adi into the attack now, starts off with a wide. Rohit choosing not to run there. I think they're pretty comfortable with their scoring rate. Just 18 needed now of 18. Don't want to take any undue risks at the moment. Short ball, but into the body. Well bowled by Adi. Another short ball. That's powerfully hit. The three fielders in the deep in the offside, but nothing that anyone could do about that. That went like a trace bullet. 14 needed now of 16. That sat up in the pitch and it had the width. And Himanshu, who's batting on well over 100, was not going to miss out on that. Another one that's short, that's pulled towards long on. Couple of bounces. Fielder does well. Just a single. 13 runs needed now. Four fielders inside the circle, fine leg shot third man, point and square leg. And Lalwani hits it in the mid-wicket region. He's happy with a single. Sensible batting there from Rohit Lalwani. Just trying to get Himanshu back on strike, who's batting like a dream today. 110 of 60. 61 balls, Himanshu. Twelve runs needed. Hit that again towards the point region. Ball bouncing away. Another boundary. The good stroke that was. Just 8 runs away now from victory. Microsoft. Phenomenal innings from Himanshu. Another wide. Big wide, in fact. That brings the required runs now down to 7. Just 7 needed. Adi struggling to control his line this over. Bowled a few wide ones. Launched that in the air, going towards long on. He's caught. The end of the match for Himanshu. Terrific innings. Have to give him credit. Played selflessly, just wanted to finish the game quickly for Microsoft. But ended up being caught at long on. Just 7 runs needed now in 12 balls to win this game for Microsoft. He's got them to a position of virtual certainty of victory. But funny things have happened in the game of cricket in the past. Somehow, Spartans can enforce some pressure now. Maybe pick up another wicket, keep things tight this over. Maybe just concede 2 or 3 runs and pick up a wicket somehow. Maybe they'll set the cat amongst the pigeons. 7 runs needed of 12 balls. Ramesh, the new batter. outside edge. 4 runs to start off the over. Ravi's nightmare continues. Just 3 runs needed now for victory. 1 hit away. Another misfield there on the cover of region. Rohit choosing not to run. I think he wants to finish off with a boundary. Hit that in the air. The ball is going away from the fielders. I think it'll bounce and stop. Just a single there for Rohit. So not able to get the glory shot today. That brings Ramesh back on strike. Just 2 runs needed now of 9 balls. Hit that past the bowler for a single to long off. Uday does the fielding. Uday had a good day as well with the bat. 70 runs for 43 balls the first innings. But he'll be ruining that over where the catch was dropped on the boundary, rather caught on the boundary by Ravi, just crossing the threshold of the outfield. Hit that well, Rohit, going towards mid-wicket, all the way for 6. Those are the winning runs. Well played, Microsoft. Must say, when the innings had started, first 6 overs, didn't look like they had a chance in the game. But from there, Virender and Himanshu found a way to come back into the innings. They kept playing the big strokes when they found their opportunities. That one release over from Uday Kiran, which was very expensive. And after that, the hits just kept on coming. Wonderful batting from both Himanshu and Virender. For MSGD, star of the show, Himanshu, 114 of 63 balls, Virender 68 of 42 balls. For SS Spartans, Bharadwaj bowled really well, 3 overs, 23 for 1. Imtiaz, 4 overs, 38 for 1. But everybody else proving to be very expensive for them. But that brings us to the end of the first match today between Microsoft and Safe Street. Microsoft going on to win the game with 7 wickets left, 7 balls to spare, a comprehensive victory in the format. Great performances on display, especially from Himanshu and Virender. For SS, we did see a few good batting innings as well. Hemant batted really well, 61 of 25. Uday Kiran, 70 of 43. But in the end, 204 not proving to be enough. And Microsoft registers their victory today. We hope that you enjoyed the pictures. This is courtesy Team MVL. Wonderful camera work throughout the day. This is Idris from the commentary box on behalf of Team MVL signing off. We'll join you back with the action shortly for the second game today.
Like the Paxton, about that action, I ain't with the captain, never see me like me, I'm about that action, kinda action. I ain't with the copy, never see me like it.